So once you take this particular numerical, please let me know. So write it down all of you. The question, mechanical system, please write it down all of you. So here in this particular numerical, it is something like this is the first numerical where you can see that the three displacements are the x1 of t, x2 of t and the x3 of t. I'll write it down. Once you return, please let me know. See, once we start seeing the solution, we cannot see the question once again. Please write down all of you. So once it is on the paper, we can refer and we can solve it. Written?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. I want response from all.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let me open the whiteboard and let me start solving the numerical. Just give me one half a minute of time. Can you able to see the whiteboard, all of you? Can you able to see the whiteboard, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we shall start seeing the solution. solution. What is the first thing they asked? They asked us to write the mechanical network. Mechanical network for the system. Mechanical network for the system. So now in this particular numerical, we can see that there are 3 nodes are there. Okay, so in this numerical, how many displacements are there? 3 displacements. So it leads to 3 nodes. So what are the nodes? I can say that it is x1, x2 and x3. Correct. So now we'll mark the 3 nodes. Okay. So there are 3 masses and 3 nodes they have only given. So we must consider, we'll mark it as x1. We mark this as x2 and we mark this as x3. So once we mark x1, x2 and x3. Okay. Once we mark x1, x2 and x3. So now we see that what are the associated things with respect to the m1. In turn, I can say it is x1 and x2 and x3. Okay. So I'll write the reference line also. So this reference line is connected to ground, or else I can say it is a ground. Okay. So now for x1 there will be m1. Okay. So for x1 there is a m1 which is connected to it. M1. Okay. Now you see that for x1, what are the other things are there apart from m1? So there is a k1 which is connected to ground and m1. So I can take this as k1 which is connected to ground as well as m1. So I am connecting it to node. Here. So now any other things are there? No. All the things are connected to x1 and x2 and x1 and x3 like that. So in turn I can say that from m1 to m2 or m1 to m3 they are connected. Only things which are connected from ground is m1 and k1. So now between x1 and x2 we will see. So between x1 and x2, so x2 means it is besides. Okay. So with respect to the m2 we are talking about. So there is a b2 and k2 which are connected between m1 and m2. In turn I can say that they are connected from x1 and x2. Okay, so therefore I can take this as B2. Okay, and then I can say that, and I can take that K2 between x1 and x2. So now between x1 and x3, that means on the top. Are there any other things are there? Yes, it is there. B1 is connected. B1 is connected. So I can take this as it is B1. Clear? So this particular part is clear to all of you. Any other doubts is there? Any clarifications to be made? Please let me know. All of you, I want a response. Have you taken this one? Any doubt is there till x1 node? So from x2, I can say that. Okay. At node x2, what are the things which are connected to ground? So there is a force f of t is applied. Okay. So and after that there is no other thing. Okay. So all other things are connected from m2 to m1 and m2 to m3 or m3 to m2 they are connected. Only thing which is connected is m2 and f of t. f of t. So now f of t is connected, and when you see that from x2 to x1, it's already connected. Why? Because we've taken care in the m1 to m2 only, or x1 to x2 only. Now we must see that any other things are there from x2 to x3. So in that case, you can see that above the m2 and below the m3, that means what, between the m2 and m3 there is a b3. So you can take it as b3 here. Okay, it is b3. Any other things are there? So no, all things have been taken. So now when you're talking about x3 node, okay, so here what are the things which are connected to x3? So x3 is connected. X3 is connected to ground with M3 and K3. So I can take this as M3, and I can take this as K3. So now after that one, any other things are connected from x3 to x1, we have already taken. x3 to x2, that also we have taken. So this is the final mechanical network for the given mechanical system, mechanical network for the mechanical system. All of you, since it is having 3 nodes, any confusion is there for you, or else you understand? I want response. Hello. Anyone kindly respond?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So now, once it has been done, so what is the next thing we need to do? We need to write the equation of motion. So in order to write the equation of motion, so we must consider for each and every node. Okay. So now I can say that so now you can write that at node x1. Okay. So at node x1, what is the equation you are going to get? You will get like m2. Sorry, at node x1 you will get m1 d square x1 by dt square plus k1 x1 plus b2 into d by dt of x1 minus x2 plus k2 into x1 minus x2 plus b1 into d by dt of x1 minus x3. So now 3 terms are coming, 3 nodes are coming. Okay, x3 will also come. Please take care of it. So I think that all of you have got this particular equation. Yes or no? So now similarly at node x2, okay, so what is that equation we got? At node x3, what is that equation we got? So that also we'll write. node x. So what is the equation we will get? We'll get like m2 d square x2 by dt square plus b2 into d by dt of x2 minus x1 plus k2 into x2 minus x1 plus b3 into d by dt of x2 minus x3, that is equal to f of t. Why? Because here f of t is connected to node 2, it is x2. So this is the equation you are going to get. Why? Because here if you take this particular thing, I can consider like so there is a m2 term. So m2 how will you write here m2? How will you write m2 into d square x2 by dt square? Here f of t is that is equal to f of t. Why? Because force will be always acting on the other side. All these other components will be the opposite force of the f of t. So now m2 into d square x2 by dt square is over. Now here we need to consider the b2. Okay, so here b2 is there. B2 means what? B2 into d by dt of x2 minus x1. With respect to the x2 and x1 we are going to talk it. And next k2 into x2 minus x1, this component also we need to consider. Later we can consider the other component, that is x2, and between x2 and x3 there is a b1, sorry, there is a b3 is there. So that is why we can consider like b3 into x2 minus x3 equal to f of t. So this is the equation. Similarly for node x3, okay, at node x3, what is the equation we will get at node x3? So what is that equation we are going to get? So here at node x3, so what is the equation you are going to get? So there is a m3, okay. So that m3, how will you write? M3 into d square x3 by dt square plus k3 into m3, sorry, k3 into x3 plus between x3 and x1 there is a b1. So b1 into d by dt of x3 minus x1 plus between x3 and x2 there is a b3. So b3 into d by dt of x3 minus x2, that is equal to 0 because all other terms are considered. So kindly verify that whether you got the same answer or not. Taken all of you? Taken as all of you, yes or no? Okay. So now I will write the answer, that is electrical network. Electrical network based on force, current, analogy. Based on force, current, analogy. So you know that how to write the equations and how to convert a normal equation of motion into force velocity equation. Once you write the force velocity equation, how to write the force current equation. That particular part, half and a half page or 1 page, you leave it and you can write it directly. Why? Because since this particular type of numerical, I can see that the repetition, okay, repetition of the same things only. Now in this particular numerical, especially there are 3 nodes are there, and when we are converting any particular mechanical system into electrical system in the force current analogous circuit and mechanical network will be of the same thing. Only the parameters, what do you call that? Only the instead of mass, we are using capacitor. Instead of spring, we are going to use the inductor, or instead of dashpot, we are going to use the resistance. So apart from it, everything is same only. Connections, nodes, everything is same. So here x1 we cannot consider. We can consider x1 as E1. We can consider x2 as E2, and we can consider x3 as E3. So now here instead of mass, I told that we can use springs. We can use capacitor. C1. So in the bracket I can write M1. So here there is a K1. So I can say that L1 R1 by K1. Or else you can say that 1 by L1 equal to K1. That is also correct. So now E1 to E2. So there we get the resistance, that is R2. So it is 1 by B2. And here you will get like L2, that is 1 by K2. And from E2 to E3 there is a resistance. Okay. That is R3, 1 by B3. Okay, so now we see that E2 node. So E2 node means what here there is a mass. So mass is converted into capacitance E2. It is M2. So there is a force. So force means what? Force current analogy. So instead of force, it is a current. So in the bracket I can say that it is F of T. Okay. So later, so in the node E3, I can say that it is C3. In the bracket I can say that M3, and here it is L3, that is 1 by K3. Fine. So we can connect all these things. So only thing left out is from E3 to E1. That also will write from E3 to E1. So you can say that we have the resistance R1 is 1 by B1. R1 is 1 by B1. Okay. So that is what exactly we are. So anybody is having any doubt in this one? Because it's just a repetition of last few numericals what we have done. Same thing we are going to do it. Only thing is what mechanical system to mechanical network if write properly. So you will get most of the answer correct. Is it clear? Okay. So now what I will do is we will go for the next numerical. So all of you can write the question. Okay. All of you can write the question. The same numerical what we have done, we have seen this one. So now this question we will see now today, as of now. So for a rotational mechanical system shown in the figure below, draw electrical network based on torque voltage analogy. Based on torque voltage analogy. Take down the question, all of you. So today we'll solve another, including this one, two numericals are regarding rotational system we'll see. And from tomorrow class we'll start the new topic, that is the geared trains will start. So am I audible, all of you? Any one of you please confirm that I am audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we go for the solution, all of you? So once you have taken this one, shall we go for the solution? Have you all taken the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. We'll go to the solution. Can you see the whiteboard, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in this particular given numerical, there is a one twist is there. What is the twist? Can you able to tell me? Any one of you? So in the given numerical, there is a one twist is there. What is the twist? Can you able to tell me?
P1 is connected in parallel, sir.
No, that is okay. And another missing terms are there. What is that missing term?
Theta 1.
Very good. So for every j, there will be a theta. Okay. For every m, there will be a displacement x. Similarly, for every j, there will be a angular displacement theta. So write down all of you. So all of you read the diagram. Write down all of you. Right, a minimum number of displacement must be equal to the number of inertias in the system. So your minimum number of displacement must be equal to number of inertia in the system. Okay, and you write this word very clearly, and displacement on the other side of the spring must be different. And the displacements in the either side of the spring or damper also include. Either side of the spring or damper must be different. Okay. So that means what if they are given themselves that there is a node and all, that's fine. If they don't give anything, we must not consider. But if they give, we must consider only. And for every j, there should be a displacement. If they are give or not, we must consider. That is the thing. So hence in the given numerical, there is another angular displacement theta 1 to be considered. Another angular displacement theta 1 to be considered, and modified mechanical system is shown above. And the modified mechanical system is shown above. Okay. So if above is the modified mechanical system, so what about the mechanical network for it? So write down the mechanical network for the system is shown below. So how many displacements are there? Two displacements, theta 1, theta 2. Theta 1, theta 2 have been considered here. So with respect to the theta 1, So obviously the J1 is connected. I can consider this as J1, and B1 is connected to ground. So I can consider B1 also. Okay, and later there is the angular force, that is the T of T, which will be there. So after theta 1, from the theta 1 to theta 2, there are two elements which are there. Okay, what are the two elements? One is what? The spring. Another one is the damper. So here it is B2 and here it is K1. K1 and B2 are between theta 1 and theta 2. So in the theta 2, there is only the B3 which is connected to ground. There is only the B3 which is connected to ground. So I think all the things which we have considered. Anything is left out? Any doubt in this one? Anyone of you is having any doubt?
No, sir.
No. Fine. So now, after writing the mechanical network, we will go to the what we call for that equations. Okay. So at node theta 1, at node theta 1. So what will be there here? So J1 is there. So preferably J1 d square theta 1 by dt square plus B1 is there. See, when you are writing the equation, see the mechanical network only. B1 into d by dt of theta 1 plus here from theta 1 to theta 2, there are two terms are there. K1 into theta 1 minus theta 2 plus B2 into d by dt of theta 1 minus theta 2, that is equal to T of T. That is equal to T of T. Okay. So any doubts are there?
No, sir.
So we know that we have understood that what to be done. So now force velocity equation we need to read. So I'll write here, let omega 1 equal to d theta 1 by dt. So omega 1 is what? Angular velocity. So theta 1 is what? Angular displacement. Omega 2 equal to d theta 2 divided by dt. Okay, so this is angular velocity. Okay, so in that case, I can write that for the above equation, I can write the torque angular velocity equation right now. Torque angular velocity equation. Torque angular velocity equation. How it will be there. So we're talking about torque angular velocity equation. Obviously, for J d square theta 1 by x, that I can say that J1 into d by dt of omega 1. 1 d theta by dt, I can take it as omega plus B1 into omega 1. Fine. Plus K1 into, since there is no differentiation, we will convert the theta into integration, that is 0 to t. Omega 1 of tau, I will take another parameter, minus omega 2 of tau. This will comes under d tau plus B2 into omega 1 minus omega 2, that is equal to T of T. This is the force angular velocity equation. Any doubt is there for anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, after writing the torque angular velocity equation, what is the next step we need to do? Next step is what? Torque
Torque voltage.
voltage. Why? Because we are writing the torque voltage only. Torque voltage equation. So when you're talking about the torque voltage equation, so what is that particular J1 will be equal to? Can anyone of you tell me that what is that M is equivalent to B is J is equivalent to B is equivalent to K is equivalent to what is J equivalent to?
C.
J is equivalent to C. Are
Yeah.
you sure?
L, sir.
L. So it is not C, it is equal to L. See, torque current is different, torque voltage is different. Okay. So what about B is equal to?
R.
R. Very good. What is K is equal to?
1 by C.
1 by C. So now replace this one. Okay. So torque voltage equation when you're talking about J1 will be equal to what? L1 into L1 into. So here omega 1 will be equal to what? Omega will be equal to what? I. Okay. Torque T of T will be equal to what? E of T. Okay, torque will be equal to voltage and omega will be equal to current I of T, or I can consider. So here L1 into d I1 divided by dt plus B will be equal to what? R1 will be equal R1 into I1 plus K1 will be what? 1 by C1 into integration 0 to T. Omega 1 will be equal to what? I1 minus I2 plus B2 will be equal to what? R2 into I1 minus I2 equal to T of T. So T of T will be equal to what?
E of
T. So here I1 of tau also you can consider I1 of tau, I2 of tau. Okay, d tau we can consider properly. So that equation will be complete. So this is the torque voltage equation. Any doubt is there?
No, sir.
Okay. Similarly, at node theta 2. So now already 11:52. So today as of now I will stop the class. So rest of the things we will discuss tomorrow class. Okay. By that time, if possible, what happens at the node theta 2 or what? Please ask me.
Yes, sir.
Please ask me. Any doubt is there? I'm not hearing you properly. Please. Hello.
Hmm.